Jim Barnett here at Warriors Media Day. Let's call it Tweedia Day because you are watching live coverage of Warriors Media Day. You can ask questions. We've got a lot of questions here for Steph Curry coming up here, but you can send your tweets to @Warriors with the hashtag Tweedia Day. And as Tim Roy's always reminding you, the capital D. Steph, interesting summer for you because disappointing year last year. I believe 47 games you played because of the injury and everything, but now you've had a little surgery, you're cleared to go, and now you must be feeling very, very positive.
I feel great. I feel real energetic about this year. Like you said, it was a long, weird year last year with lockout and missing so many games and how our team finished last year. So we're ready to go. I want to be a part of it, healthy, and just excited, man.
Used to be a little team, and now with the addition of Andrew Bogut, a legitimate center in this league, it's and other aspects and other players added, it's a bigger team, and that's got to be fun for you to think about playing point guard with players who can rebound the ball and get it out to you to run.
Yeah, I think we're versatile. We have, like you said, we have added size. Not only Bogut with the trade last year, but drafting Festus Ezeli. We got Andres back. We've got guys that can really dominate the post. So. Along with that, we probably have one of the best shooting backcourts. Myself, Clay, Harrison, Brandon Rush, Jared Jack added to the mix. We pick up Carl Landry. I mean, the roster's looking pretty good.
Well, let's get to some of these tweets because I know you have a Twitter account, and in my last look, you had 391,000 followers, and you write more than once a day, I believe. But this is from @Warben3. Did your dad teach you how to shoot, or did you learn that stroke on your own?
Mostly on my own, but there was one summer where I had to change my shot from kind of shooting from the hip. When I started playing varsity basketball my sophomore year, the summer before that, I had to learn how to shoot over the top of my head so that I wouldn't get it blocked because I was one of the shorter kids on the floor. So I went about a month of kind of intensive just repetition and drill work that he put me through.
It's interesting because Jamal Wilkes, who just a former Warrior and an LA Laker, just went into the Hall of Fame, said the same thing. He was playing with bigger kids and he had to put the ball back behind his head and get it over, a very unusual stroke because he was playing with bigger kids, and so you did the same thing. All right, this is from @ChangeForCoke13. What are your personal goals this season, and what team are you keeping an eye on the most?
Personal goals are just, one, be healthy, try to play 82, as many games as I can, and be present on the court. But every year you come in with the playoffs as your goal. That's our goal, and that's what we want to achieve, and put all the work we can into getting there. Whatever personal accolades come from that, means I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So. What team I'm looking at, the entire Western Conference is stacked, right? With moves that, obviously the Lakers have made. The Thunder are solid, as they always are with their talent. And then, you have your other playoff teams, San Antonio, Memphis, those guys, Clippers, teams that have established themselves as playoff teams. So we have to try to jump into that mix. And there's not one team you can focus on when you're going through an 82-game schedule because you don't want to slip up and look over anybody.
All right, from @HoopDreamSykes. In high school, what was your height and weight?
Well, I guess my senior year, I was like 6'1", like 160. So I've gained 30 pounds and 2 inches. So
6'3", 190.
Yeah, different player than was my senior year in high school.
This is from @CodyMartin15. Since you were out a lot last season, how have you grown from that injury? Have you grown in any way or learned?
My patience was tested for sure, and just my approach to the season was real calculated in how I went through all my hurdles to get cleared and ready to go, and still kind of making sure that I'm 100% when it comes to game situations before I jump back out and try to play full minutes like I'm used to. So just testing my patience and just studying the game from a film standpoint, because that's pretty much all I could do towards the end of the season last year, and just picking up certain things.
I know you are a man of faith, and in fact on your Twitter homepage I believe it says Philippians 4:13.
Yes, sir.
Did that faith help you with your patience last year?
No doubt about it. you're tested when things are going south for you, and you want to be steadfast in what you believe in. Obviously, it wasn't my time last year to be healthy and go out and do what I wanted to do. So hopefully the bigger things are in store this year, and took the lessons that I learned last year at heart.
Well, a fourth-year player, you're obviously naturally maturing, and you matured over the summer in another area. You are now a father.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. We went fast. I mean, I got married a year ago and had a baby this past summer, so life's coming fast for sure. But me and my wife are excited about the baby. She's I'm almost 3 months now, little Riley, so she's obviously our first child and first grandbaby on both sides, so it's she's gonna be spoiled.
And you're enjoying changing diapers, I understand, from your Twitter account.
Yeah, I love it. My wife's probably watching this right now. Her nights are rough. She's feeding and doing all that stuff, so it's fun to kind of be a part of it and do what I can to help out. And I love changing diapers and staying up, and it's good.
You play a lot of golf in the off season. I don't know how much you play, but you play in some tournaments. But I'll tell you what, it's nice in your off season living in Charlotte, because you had to play, or you got a chance to play with a guy named Webb Simpson, who is the reigning U.S. Open champ.
Yeah.
What's that like?
He's a great guy. He's from Raleigh but lives in Charlotte now, so we run into each other a lot and keep in touch. It was fun to watch him come out here actually to Olympic in the Bay Area and win the U.S. Open.
Did you go to the Olympic?
I went, on Friday with my dad, and we walked around and saw him hit a couple shots. But for him to win the U.S. Open and win a major is pretty cool. Say I know a major champion personally, so. Unfortunately, what happened at the Ryder Cup this past weekend when he was there, but I follow golf religiously, basically with all PGA Tour, so it's nice to know some of the guys on tour.
When you're playing with Webb, I know you're an accomplished player. I would imagine there are some holes you may win that hole.
Well, yeah, I hit the ball pretty far. I guess above tour average is what they call it, but their consistency level is just on a whole nother level.
But you can on a certain hole. Once
a certain hole. I probably got
That's
a birdie.
Be fun.
I got a birdie when he get a par, and I take a picture of the scorecard to show that one hole that I did beat him. But he definitely doesn't leave any question of who's a better golfer when we leave the course.
I was curious, and I don't know where I read this about you, but you have the most underrated player that you play against is Drew Holiday. Why is that?
Because he's young. He was in my draft class, so I know him pretty well. I follow his game, and he does a lot of things really well. He's a solid player. He could take over a game if he wanted to, but he runs his offense well. He's solid defensively. But he's been in Philly, so they've been in the playoffs, but he could get a little more attention than that.
Well, finally, what will be your tweet or tweets tonight to your followers after this media day?
So obviously this is the most optimistic and exciting time of the season when you get back to it and everybody brings basketball. We bring basketball back to the Bay Area. So obviously training camp, we got to get focused and committed to what we're doing, and looking forward to the process. It's going to be a lot of fun with the new faces we have, and that's what I'll try to say to everybody.
Steph, thank you for stopping by and spending some time with me, and obviously interacting with all of our fans out there here on this Tweety a Day.
Yes, sir. Thanks, JB.